Testing, testing? Okay, okay. Yeah, no one's... I love when things don't want to work at all. Hello, hello, welcome in, Stargazers. Hope you're having a good day. I am not dealing with confusion well. Hello! Hello, hello. Nothing is working out correctly here. The ghost of chat has arrived. Hello, MG, hello, Raul, hello, Sam0, hello, newbie. I can see you, but I can't see you. I'm so sorry. The ghost of chat, my gosh. First time to this one. Hello, hello, Yudis. Welcome and welcome in. It is good to see you. Hello, hello. I need to get better at, like, writing down when there's issues. Things that need to be fixed faster than I can fix. I tried fixing the chat and it didn't work, so we have ugly chat and invisible chat still. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll work on fixing it. But today we have ugly chat and invisible chat. I'm sorry. I really want to, like, remake the chat and overlays and clean things up and make things prettier, and I don't really know how, so, like, at some point, if you guys have any... We saw the test. I should have deleted that beforehand. Oopsies. I should have deleted that beforehand. Goodness. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, guys. Hello, Peace Off. Hello, Aegis. Hello, Dual Thrones. Welcome and welcome in. Yeah, chat's broken. I'm broken. Life is broken. Everything's kind of broken, but that's okay. How's everybody else doing? Hopefully not broken. Or less broken. Less broken's always a good idea. But yeah, if you guys haven't been here before, this is basically like the chill open stream. Like, okay. For the next few weeks of this type of stream, I have like more like to-do list type stuff. I owe the community a lot of things. I owe some chibis, I owe some paintings, I owe some emotes, and then eventually I want to get to the point where I can just have, like, chill stream. Not owing so much. I'm kind of behind on all the things that I owe, but it's okay. We're getting there, but the Rachel Alucard piece is kind of giving me trouble, so I wanted to switch over to San, because that is, another piece that I have on the list as well. So, once we get all those squared away, hopefully we can get to the point where we just do, like, silly stuff. You had to deal with a bit of an idiot earlier, but things ended up working for you. So, okay, that's good at least. That's good. You're doing less broken, that's good. I'm glad you're doing less broken. There's been cracks in your skull for years. Oh my gosh, newbie. Alright, let's jump over to our main scene here so that you can actually, like, see things and I can see you. And I don't look so, insane. Alright, we'll jump over here. There we go. Are you kidding me? I hate everything. Okay. One sec. I hate everything. I hate everything. Alright, come on. Oh, of course. It has to be different for every single stream. Alright. Yay. Yay. Fantastic. Alright, are we good? Okay, I'm sorry. It still has to be ugly, but at least I can see you. Queen of Scuff, Irium or not? Okay. Okay. It's all good. Also, hello, Vesta. Welcome in. Your ping preference is you need more pings? At least 3 a day? No, that's how you get people to leave and mute. If you ping people that much, that's how you get people to mute your server and leave your server. That's not a good idea. I am curious about that though, I guess, at some point. You like the ping as it is? Are you okay with that? Because I know that there's a lot of people that, get the ping and I don't know if they just want it for Arknights content. So previously, I split up the, mainstream pings and the Irium pings. that was mainly because I knew the majority of people weren't able to attend the Irium streams. So, I'm kind of curious if you guys want to be pinged for all the streams, just flat out as it is, or if you want to separate the main channel and the side channel stuff. What if you're allotted 76 pings for the year to distribute how you want? That sounds chaotic. That sounds extremely chaotic. I mean, I wouldn't do anything chaotic with it, but I can just see someone doing something chaotic with it. You like being pinged for all the streams? Alright, okay. I mean, I just wanna check. I just wanna make sure. Because I don't know. I don't want to irritate people. I try to limit pings where I can. I try to do, like, you know, at Stargazers once a week, and then ping streams, like, once. Pings release serotonin, give us as much as you can. Okay. Alright. I know not everyone is, into the side streams, but, I mean, hopefully if it's just, like, you know, it's an extra one a week. It's not crazy, right? Goodness. Anyway, so here you have a blank sheet of paper. Let's actually put something on the blank sheet of paper. I think that would help. If I can find my sketching... There we go. That's not right. Why is it locked? Go away, stop being locked. There we go. Okay. Can actually get to business here. I was supposed to try a different pen, and I forgot that too, so... You signed up for stream pings to be alerted to streams regardless? From there, it's up to being too busy or not wanting to. That's fair, that's fair. Star Sands... No! It's not Undertale! I'm glad that you guys don't think it's irritating, though. That does sort of help things. Yeah, the pings are at least, like, the pings are at least still optional, right? I'm not doing at everyone, for streams, if people don't want that. No, it's not Sans Undertale. It's Princess Mononoke. Come on, guys. I need to figure out what this is going to look like, though. Because I think what we're gonna do is I think I want to have, like... So, if you guys know Princess Mononoke, you know that, San has, like, she usually rides a giant wolf. So I was thinking it could be, like, giant prism. Of course, I didn't do any preliminary sketching, so we're just sort of going pretty rough on this. I'm actually not sure how I want to go about doing it. Let's see. I can have the wolf running. Or the prism wolf. I don't know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a monstrous prism, or is it just gonna be a giant, regular prism? Everyone watch a live stream, you'll be removed from existence. Oh my gosh, no. Jeez. Petition to have Project Red on the background. Oh my gosh. I want to do, these are more like specifically like Stargazer things, and then in the future I want to also be able to do things like this for Arknights things. So I'm gonna keep them separated for now, but in the future, yeah, we could do Easter eggs and things. This is sort of like an ode thing from a while back, so I don't want to mix things up. But in the future, yeah, we can mix things up. In the future. Absolutely. I don't know if I should have, like, wolf-looking prism or just, like, giant chibi prism, but large. Like, I don't know, Totoro large. I haven't thought this through yet. So you guys can have input on what you think would be best for it. I also haven't decided if it's gonna be like, I haven't decided if it's gonna be like emulating the Ghibli style or if I'm just gonna go with like basic, like rendered chibi. Giant prism, We already have that for the umbrella. For the Rachel Alucard piece though. We already have that for the Rachel Alucard piece. Let's see, we got our tassels here. Make them, like, a little bit sharper. Maybe they'd be, like, flapping each direction. I don't know. We'll see. And then maybe make it a little bit more tilted upward here. And then is this gonna work as a chibi? I'm not even sure if this is gonna work as a chibi. We'll have to see if this works. I don't even know if this is gonna work. This is very experimental, I suppose. Like, extremely experimental. That's not your trademark? A hidden prism, just like the Among Us crewmates? What? What do you mean by that? What do you mean it's like a... What do you mean it's like a trademark? I don't want to just have, like, derpy prism right here. I don't think that would work. I just kind of have, like, angry wolf bunny. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Prisma is the new brand identity? Wow, okay. I don't know what that's gonna... I don't know what that means in the long term, really. I'm trying to... I'm not so good at chibi proportions with a pose like this, so... I need to try to figure out something that works. How do you hold a spear while riding a wolf? How does this work? Means your VTuber model will eventually evolve into Prisma? Why? Prism is someone entirely different. Prism's the bunny. Prism's an entirely different creature. Although maybe I should just have, like, Prism on the overlay somewhere stupid next to me. Back in the day when Among Us was really popular, people loved to hide tiny crewmates. Oh, that thing. Okay, yeah. I know what you mean now. First it'll be in the Discord call icon, then the Discord profile picture, then the VTuber model. Wow, okay. Wear Prism as a hat? I can't! She's right here! Technically. I don't want to try to make everything super, super goofy, right? I don't know. I'm actually not sure how San won this anyway. Because there were many other, options, and I really don't know how this happened. How do I fit ears? How do I fit my ears in here? I'm having the same problem that I did with the Whoozy piece. Having a hard time fitting the ears in. Closest thing to Prism on VTuber model is a slime VTuber. Very true, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much... That's pretty close, isn't it? I am mostly ears. I am indeed mostly ears. Alright, let's make this a little bit more... I don't know, wispy? You know what I'll do? I'll have, like... I don't know what I'll do, actually. I'm still trying to figure it out. Do we have, like, clawed wolf foot prism? Like, I don't know what we're doing here, really. Basically just like a wolf bunny. Turned the bunny into a wolf. I'm not really sure how or why, but there we go. At least I know how to draw animals fairly well. We have, like, angry wolf bunny here, so let's actually make the head a little bit smaller. So it's like, we've got the... It'll still be chibi-ish, but we can have, like, slightly smaller proportion, I guess. I don't really know what I'm doing. This looks so strange. This creature doesn't... This creature doesn't look like it should exist. You like the pancake on my head? It's not... You know, I want to argue with you, but I know there's also no point in arguing with you. I don't know, are we doing, like, prism with a lot of teeth? I'm not sure. This feels so strange. This doesn't feel right at all. This doesn't feel right at all. Oh my gosh. Maybe I shouldn't go this direction. Alright, what if I just try to make it like... What if I just made it more like a Pokemon? Because, I mean, Prism's pretty much a Pokemon. So... This probably works out a little bit better. I don't know. Either really lean into it and give an intense wolf body with the actual Prism off face, or just do a normal wolf. No, because I asked you guys if you wanted it to be Prism or not, and most people said they wanted it to be Prism. But I don't think I should give Prism a wolf face. I don't think it works. You know, this is why we're experimenting. This is why we're trying. This is why we're trying things, right? It's the name of the game, is in these streams we can just be, like, loose and experimental. This one looks neat? Alright, we'll go with that, then. Probably doesn't need claws, either. We'll just go with, like, large prism, okay? How's that? We'll just go with, like, big, large prism. And prism also has, like, a really large tail that I'm not gonna be able to fit in here. Let alone my own tail. I still find the Who Let Her Drive doodle funny. I do like that, yes. There, you've got... Well, okay, let's be honest. You're probably going to win the bet. But I still want you to be able to do, aroma pictures because it's good practice. Looks pretty neat. I throw a few great balls. Oh my gosh. Let's see, maybe make it a little bit... I'm trying to fill the space decently. As much as I can, anyway. Is that better? Yeah, that's probably a little bit better composition. And then we'll have this going a little bit more forward. I don't have room for all the tails and all the wings. Well, okay, maybe I can fit in the wings, but I don't have room for the tail. You're getting closer to 2.5k, yeah, but I'm not too keen. I don't think it's gonna... I don't... What is it? It has to be, like, by the end of the month. I'm not... I'm not holding my breath. I'm gonna have to plan out aroma baka doodles, I think. Maybe just a hint at the tail instead of rendering the full thing. I'm trying to think of where that could fit. If Roma doesn't do the drawings, you should force him to change his name and profile in the server. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to see if I can hint at the tail without it being like... This Prism's tail is so huge. It's so huge and so floofy. It also doesn't help that this is chibi, which kind of drastically reduces your options. Why would I give permission to impersonate a mod? Alright, let me see. Maybe I can just squeeze it here. It's chibi, so maybe it's not entirely, maybe it's not entirely accurate. And then I still got my wings getting in the way, but that's okay. And then I still have this giant fur thing. Which probably isn't necessary, but oh well. It's part of the outfit, so I kind of have to, I think. It's kind of cramped, but it works. What? Raoul, how would I know that you would... Make it subtle, like the eyes are different colors? Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean the eyes being different colors? Caleb, take away his trains. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, I just realized that she also- wait. She also has a similar necklace to me. Oh, that's funny. Wait, I didn't realize that. That's hilarious. Should I have them colored then, or white? How many does she have? She has 5? Or I guess it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, cloning Vessa. Just like swap the... Vessa has heterochromia, so just like swap the order. There are enough Vessas running around, that is true. There's so many- it's so funny when you guys are like, oh, are there multiple Starlights? And I'm like, no, you're thinking of Vessa. You're definitely thinking of Vessa. There's so many Vessas. There's more Vessas than we know what to do with. There's an infinite amount of Vessa. Let's see. Something like that. You're not convincing me there aren't multiple Starlights? There's not! There's just multiple Vessas! Trying to think about how this chibi should go. By the way, I need to know this for, reasons. Can you guys hear anything in the background, or no? Is it fairly clear? I need to know this. Can you hear anything in the background, or no? How many Vessas are in circulation? Yeah, there's background music. Anything else, or no? If you're asking for your car wreck or vacuum cleaner. Okay, good to know, good to know. In that case, I can successfully have a fan on. I'm very, very glad to know this. Sometimes I die a little bit, and I try not to have a fan on when I'm streaming, but I die a little bit. So, good to know. We can successfully have fan on without dying. Always good. Doesn't always work, but always good to know. I didn't know if the filters were working, okay? They don't always work, and I had to adjust them a lot because sometimes I try to read story when playing Arknights and then my voice cuts off, and I've been trying to tweak it and tweak it and tweak it, and I still can't quite get it right. Replicating the average European summer lifestyle. Oh no. You don't have to suffer for us, I mean especially us. I'm not like, I want it to be not intrusive and annoying. That is important to me, so. Okay, Vesta. We're also supposed to have a spear here, I suppose. I can't fit a spear in this drawing. There's not enough background room. I can try, but maybe I'll make this a little bit smaller. Just a little bit. Just a little bit smaller. I'm still trying to maximize the space, but like... Okay, that's not bad. That works actually. That probably actually works better. Let me make this a little bit smaller. And make this go out a little bit more. There we go. That'll work. Prism kind of has like a little bit of a shisha tail. For all we care, you can turn on a jet turbine and we won't mind? Oh my gosh. I'm replicating the "this is fine" meme. Do you see what I have to put up with? Most VTubers have to manage butthead VTubers. Mine's too nice and caring to a fault. I don't think it's nice or caring, it's just not wanting to irritate. Look, what if I said that, like, it's so that I don't ruin VODs? Huh? What if it's to say, what if it's a selfish reason? What if it's to say that I don't want to ruin VODs? I don't think this, is this right? How far is this going? Oh, it's not right. Okay, hang on. When you're doing something with this, the leg is actually going to... Actually, I'm not sure. The leg be scrunched up in this view or no? I think it would actually. Maybe the leg's a little bit awkward. Maybe I'll turn the leg down a little. I haven't drawn these kind of poses in a long time. I think this needs to, I mean, they're rabbit legs, they can be larger. You guys could listen to VODs from a walkie-talkie? Oh my gosh. Dying of heat stroke doesn't help the body either. Oh my gosh. Deception -2. Alright, well, look. Fan makes a difference, so if I can work with a fan, then that's good. Why are you why are you trying to make a poll? Really excited to see you in this one? My favorite among the ones you picked? Really, Blank? What do you think so far, changing the wolf to Prism? We tried giving Prism a wolf face and it did not work. But hello. Also, congrats on being done with all the things. Want to make a poll to see if you were being unreasonably concerned about noise? The Great Firefox Wall rejects you. Are you able to, I don't even know if YouTube mods can make polls. I don't know if it's just a Twitch thing or not. Because I have, like, I'm pretty sure he has access to all the settings. But I don't know what power a YouTube mod has versus, like, a Twitch mod. I can't get this leg right. I'm just gonna not worry about it right now. I need to figure out this leg at some point. You're mad about the Starbeat of 3 pterodactyls poll. Wasn't that on Twitch, though? I'm pretty sure that was on Twitch. It would have to be, right? Do you know what you made that on? You have, like, some of the most random polls, and do you see the problems that happen? Do you see the issues that happen when you make these polls? You get the most random ideas. I don't know how you got such random ideas. Blank, I need to reply to you. I have it written down to reply to you. I apologize. Alright, what am I doing here? I feel like I'm just drawing the same lines over and over again. Also, I should probably save. I think saving would help. Saving might be a good thing, so that we don't lose everything. Let me see. There we go. In all fairness, nothing I made a poll on has stuck as a meme. It's just other random things I say outside of polls. You never know. You know what? There's literally no way to predict what Vessa says ends up sticking or not sticking. It's kind of wild, to be honest. Also, hello, Charming Falcon. Are we power scaling Star? Goodness. Let's see here. No, it doesn't look bad from the other side yet, so that's good. That's a good sign. The flip is okay. Power leveling stream. Saving's a good thing. Photoshop corrupts saves anyway. No, thankfully I don't use Photoshop. I use Clip Studio. Clip Studio's kind. Clip Studio's a kind bean. Photoshop would mess me up, but Clip Studio is nice. We like Clip Studio in this house. The Atelier officially supports Clip Studio. Also, we kind of, like, literally officially support Clip Studio. I have affiliate links for Clip Studio. So, yes, I support Clip Studio here. Photoshop doesn't need to be charging us, what is it? What do they charge now? $50 a month or something absolutely insane that is not reasonable in any way, shape, or form? Yeah, we don't do that here. Still kind of mad the moose thing made you less appreciative of Viviana. She's actually a follow deer. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. I was just told what I was told. Don't remind me of Adobe, please. No, we don't do that here. Flaps and student license. What now, Corpos? I tried to play Adobe's game. And I tried to play fairly, and then it didn't want to play fairly. So, I've found alternatives for everything possible except After Effects. After Effects is the one thing they still have a chokehold on. Someday, someone will make a viable After Effects competitor. Someday. I cried whenever all the Adobe products went subscription only. Remember when you could pay for at least the version outright and own it forever? See, that's what I tried doing. That's when I tried, like, outsmarting them, right? Because I tried outright buying the very last version before they went subscription, and you know what they do to people who do that? They brick the version. They make it extremely unstable, extremely buggy, extremely broken, and then while it's breaking, tell you to go buy the subscription one. So yeah, I'm very done with them. Been done with them for a long time, but that definitely sealed the deal. How many... Alright, how many pieces are on this necklace? No, I know, Raoul. I try to avoid that still, but I'm aware. Panty roll from trains and boats now. Goodness. Hang on a sec. I need to look up a necklace of, Sans, because I don't know how many things it's supposed to have here. Is anyone going to get it accurate, or are we just gonna, like, make it up as we go? Alright, that one shows 4. That's clearly not accurate. That one's from Inuyasha. That's clearly not accurate. It shows 4 again. Is it 4? It doesn't- no, I don't think it's 4. I think it's... how? Cosplay pictures are not useful. Okay, some screenshots show 4. And... that one shows 3. That one shows 4. Is it 4? Maybe it's supposed to be- I think it's 4. Okay. And then there's this one that I can't tell if it's official or not, and it shows 5. Am I looking at AI? Oh, I hate my life. Is that... Alright. It's supposed to be 4. I hate this. Okay. That's cool. Kind of surprised to see you go full chibi on the piece. I don't know why, but I didn't expect it. But that's what I said I was going to do from the beginning. I said that it was going to be, I said from the beginning that these were going to be chibi. No? 4 feels weird. I feel like I'm missing 3. The song switched just as I said that. Jazz music stops. This lady's only gonna be able to walk. Oh my gosh. Alright, we'll make it 4, I suppose. I hate this. I hate this. I hate the future. Alright, let's try this then. Yeah. Good enough, I suppose. No! No. Look, it just doesn't, it's just, I don't like future direction. I don't like future direction of things. We don't need it. We can live without it. We'd be perfectly happy without it. Alright, that works. Is it rope? Is it beads? How's this done? Why is there, like, no visual close... I guess it's beads? I can't tell if there's beads or if it's just okay, I guess there is beads in between them. Rope and beads reads amazing. Oh my gosh. You do like One Direction? Are you making a reference to the band? Or are you trying to say I like some direction of the future? Because I really don't. I mean, okay, VTubing. Like, if we could just keep VTubing and, like, not need anything else unless it's for medical necessity, that'd be great. I always have to specify that, because I always see the AI bros going like, oh, well, when you want to stop medical progress. No, okay, fine. I'm positive about future technology, not so on humanity. Fair. Alright, there we go. Well, we'll work with that. That should be somewhat... It'll be somewhat okay. It's hard to tell what's going on, what I'm drawing here. In all fairness, the you want to stop medical progress was one idiot who was disingenuous. No, there's tons. There's a lot. That's kind of the main argument that they give, honestly. Can we have AI automate the dumb stuff like administration instead of the fun stuff? Yeah, right? Like, I always hear people saying, what is it? I wanted the AI to cook and clean for me so that I could, draw and write poetry. Not draw and write poetry so that I could cook and clean. It's crazy. But I'll do my best to not turn this into yet another rant stream. There we go. We've got the fur on here. Oh my gosh, Vesta. You know that I'm not the type of person who could do that. Thankfully, your field won't get replaced by AI. Some trains can drive themselves, yes, but there's always someone being paid to control the train manually if anything goes awry. That's good, at least. Yeah, always good to have people, like, double-checking. Especially when it comes to very important things like that. Is this okay in chibi form? I'm kind of feeling a little, self-conscious now that Blank was like, oh, I didn't expect this to be chibi. Like, does it not work in chibi? I've done all the others in chibi. I didn't plan on doing the others in, realistic proportion, so. The only one that's gonna be in realistic proportion is the free run one. Ren keeps winning. Well, it was the winner one, so the others I have in chibi just because it's quicker, and I can't dedicate all my time to doing all these super detailed unless I just made it like really rough painting, which I mean I could, but then that also changes the product entirely. Give me your Twitter, I'll do it for you. I'll have you trending 3 hours tops. That sounds horrifying. That sounds absolutely horrifying. Giving Vesta control of the Twitter. Although, oh. I technically owe you guys a tweet though, don't I? I technically owe you guys a tweet. Let me see. Just don't have to be like the tweet's feeling is forced to post when she fails. Oh, jeez. I mean, it can't be anything, like, inappropriate, that's for sure. I mean, that should be a given, right? But I do technically still owe this. As someone that works in robotics and automation, they're absolutely trying to replace humans, at least with the unskilled labor. Can't complain, it's created my job. It's confusing, right? It kind of creates like a... I mean, yeah, I understand, because I have some friends who are also really in the robotics field, and they're like, well, I have to thank them for this. And I'm like, okay, but like, it doesn't have to learn to paint, right? It doesn't have to learn to paint. You can be doing so many good things in the world with robotics and engineering. It doesn't have to learn to paint. That's sort of my take on it. Like, yes, there can be really great things about it, but people are using it for bad things. Like I said, the medical industry thing, when everyone's like, oh, you don't want progress, it's like, that's fine, but like, it doesn't need to draw, it doesn't need to generate art, it doesn't need to generate videos of kitten unicorns, you know? Like... Anyway. Still gonna be safe for work and not creepy tweets, don't worry. Okay, I mean, I at least trust Vessa to, like, know me enough to not go off the rails. Hello, Celtic! I kind of naturally have to be against it because it is kind of taking my work a little bit. I mean, the thing that has been successful for me that every artist needs to do is, you have to create your brand. You have to create a brand as an artist. If you're just like any artist that someone could hire, then that is very easy to replace. You have to create a brand where people specifically want like your name. And that's what I'm working on building, but it's not easy. So, yeah. You have to find the things that set you apart. I don't know how to do that in any other area but art. But I'm working on it. Alright. You guys, you don't, I'm just gonna say this because it's happened a few times. You don't need to write in stream if you're going to go take a nap. I've seen it a few times from a few people now, so I'm just throwing it out there. If you're going to take a nap, go ahead and take a nap, but you don't need to tell me on stream that you're leaving stream to go take a nap. If you're coming from stream after taking a nap, that's fine. I don't mind that. That's totally fine. But just don't tell me that you're leaving stream to go take a nap. Because I've had that a few fair times. I don't know why. I haven't really seen that before. I don't know why. It seems to be a thing that people do here. I don't quite understand. Hmm? What if you feel lonely? What? No, you guys, like, you guys can head out. Like, that's fine. If you need to do something, then that's totally fine. I don't mind that. I've just got, like, I don't know. I've had strange occurrences where people are either saying that they're, like, I don't know. I basically had people say that my streams made them fall asleep. Which, like, I guess that's fine if you're, like, an ASMR streamer, but I'm not, so it kind of gives a different feeling. I don't know how I'm calming and nice to listen to. I'm constantly confused. And ranting. Or I'm freaked out about something happening in a game that I can't control. I don't really know how this is relaxing. My streams are like ASMR? They're very relaxing? How is this relaxing? I'm just, like, constantly losing my head. Vessa's, like, usually finding some new way to make fun of me. What part of this is relaxing? Maybe I just don't understand. It always feels relaxing, even when you're being bullied? What? That's a sentence. You're that one Uma Musume with the clip where she just screams a lot. My gosh, I'm kind of, like, freaked out. There's so, like, Uma Musume has taken so many people. So many people have gotten into it. It's kind of insane. I love how I said I wasn't going to do a prism off face, but then this mask kind of already looks like it's making that face. What is the pattern on this thing? Something like this. I forgot what this is supposed to look like. It's such a weird design. To be fair, Horse Girl's cute. You love Gold Chip. That's fair. Gold Chip is an icon. Gold Chip is definitely an icon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think comes down to philosophical debate on why art is valuable. Even if a robot could draw the same piece, one is essentially just advanced copying, the other actually comes from you. Yeah, that is very true. I've even seen people making shorts like me trying to copy the AI's art style, and then people are like, wow, even though you literally copied the robot, yours still has more of a human touch to it. Which is interesting. But anyway, I don't want to make this like a full AI rant stream, because I feel like I do enough of those. Your problem is that it learns to do low-level stuff, usually given to the interns to learn. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's like, it's just hard to advance, right? Like, that's the main thing, is that it's hard to advance. Because then, you know what happens then? Then that's when you see all the job listings that say, like, must have 5 years of experience, because they don't want to bother, like, training interns. And that's not good. You did the whole Who Let Her Drive drawings, the whole draw Roma for 2 weeks thing is kind of motivating me. That's good. I'm glad. You've been cheering me to do it, I kind of feel more motivated. Yeah, it honestly, like, if you don't get bored with the same subject, like, use that as your muse, really. I feel like using Aroma as your muse to get more practice in is a good thing. If I wasn't constantly doing commissions, I'd probably be doing that with I don't know. I'd probably be doing it with a lot more Arknights fan art or something, but I have to sort of figure out how to split my time. I'm excited, though. I almost finished, this one commission that's been hanging over my head for a long time, and then once that's done, I'm going to be able to do some commissions that are specifically Arknights themed, and I'm excited. Well, it's not like an existing character, but it's like, in the style of, and I'm excited because I really want to study the style, get better at the style, so I'm still looking forward to it. I support waifu posting if it helps people improve their skill sets, absolutely, why wouldn't I? Alright, and this needs to be... It's kind of hard to fit the fur and the ears and the hairstyle and the Wait, am I using... I guess I'm doing it the same as I am with Rachel Alucard, right? I'm using San's hairstyle, right? Even though the earrings would be on my ears in the back. Your main concern is that if you draw her daily, you're worried you'll simply reference existing drawings and won't learn how to pose her, myself, and stuff like that. So, okay, so what you do for that, what you do for that, Raoul, is okay, so you're worried you'll reference existing drawings and won't learn how to pose her, myself. So, when you're just doing, like, rough studies like that, use existing poses, but don't use existing Art of Aroma. Use existing poses, like on Pinterest, like art study gesture poses, and then draw Aroma's attributes on top of that. That's actually something that I want to do a stream on later to practice, is have like various operators, have like a bunch of references, like standard action poses that you can find on Pinterest, and then just like draw operators' attributes on top of it so that it's like gesture drawings of other operators. So I think that that would actually be a good thing to do. So like there's all kinds of websites that you can get stock photos, stock poses. Words. Senshi stock is a really good one. If you haven't heard of Senshi stock, I believe they are mostly on DeviantArt, but they have a lot of free pictures, free poses. You can use Senshi stock for the action poses, and then draw Aroma on top once you've got the base body gesture down, essentially. VRM posing would also be nice, except the problem with VRM posing is that you don't see, like, the actual anatomy. A lot of VRM can't pose perfectly, so you end up with a lot of, you end up with some janky poses sometimes, unfortunately. No, not cooking stock, like stock photo. Stock pose. I just had the weirdest sense of deja vu for no good reason. I don't know where that came from. I'm having a hard time with this. I think this needs to be like... I don't know. The proportions are not right. Maybe it's because it's chibi, but... Maybe this should actually be, like, posed differently? I don't know. What if I did the... Had the sphere higher up? I'm not really sure what works for this. Yeah, that might work a little bit better with the composition. Having this going a little bit higher. Because I can't show the hand holding onto it. And then maybe I'll make the arm go back a little bit more here. What do you mean, is it a reference? No, it's just regular deja vu. Alright. There we go. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the chibi style working or not? I was just trying to make it even with the Yoshi piece and with the other one. With the whatchamacallit. Rachel Alucard. At least we have, like, similar attributes, which kind of make it fit nicely. kind of... Wait. I guess this would be a little bit lower. And then there's kind of the headband here, maybe? Does that work? Does that need to be different? I'm trying to figure out where the cosplay is and where my own design is. Where the two shall meet. Try something like that. This does feel a little strange. And I can't add earrings. I don't have ears in the same place. Would this be better? Like, should I make this in Ghibli style or just the standard style? I don't know if you guys have any opinion on it one way or another. There's eventually gonna be like a download for you guys, so... Let me know if you have any preferences. Is it for July or August? I have no clue anymore. I don't know where we're even at in terms of that. I'm probably behind, and all I have to ask for is for forgiveness. An elaborate background? Yeah, I was thinking of doing, like, the Ghibli-style background. How good is Ghibli style? Is my Ghibli style? I mean, I've never tried it, so we'll have to see, I suppose. I don't really know. I can at least do a little bit of cell shading and try to, like, I'm basically trying to mimic the, I mean, it's a parody, right? So I can outright mimic. But essentially, I'm trying to outright mimic this screen, because it's fairly well known. So I'm kind of trying to parody it a little bit, so I could paint those trees. First time for everything, yeah. I guess so, huh? I could try it, see how it goes. It was also all in one layer because I'm crazy. I'm gonna need to separate this later, I think. Make him do the Akira slide while you're at it. Since the anniversary banner is coming up, are you thinking about viewer polls? Is viewer polls the one where you do the polls for other people? Those seem really scary. Ah. I don't know. Those just seem really scary. I mean, if my luck is bad, then I would feel really bad. And I'm using people's resources, and I might have really bad luck. So, I don't know. That seems a little nerve-wracking to me. How so? From what I gather, it seems fun. I would feel really bad if I wasn't able to get anything good, and then people might always feel like, oh, if I had done it myself, it might have been different, you know? Still trying to figure out where this fur needs to go. Alright, I guess, how did I have it before? Trying to bring it back to where it was. I think maybe the, does it need to be further back? Is something like, I'm trying to think here. Not a big streamer yet to do a viewer poll? Okay. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, I know I'm not... Well, anyway. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm... Can't find words right now. It might be fun at some point, but maybe I'm not ready. I don't know. Maybe I'm not emotionally ready for that. I mean, how often do they do limiteds, right? Every few months or so? I mean, it might be fun at some point in the future, but, yeah. Maybe I'm just not big enough. I don't know. Sometime in the future. Sometime in the future, maybe. Maybe right now I should just work on, I don't know. Figuring out where I'm going with things. What'd I do to this necklace? I feel like I lost some pieces here. I'm not really sure what I just did. I think I messed up the hair somehow. I think I messed up the hair and the fur. I'm not really sure what I did with it. Trying to make sure that these are... Yeah, that needs to be a little bit smaller so it's more accurate. It's fine, I just, I don't know. Some things don't need to be said even if they are true. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, I'm trying to think of what I want to do for after this is all said and done. After I finish this piece, I think after this piece and after the Rachel Alucard piece, I need to do the free run piece. And then is there anything that anyone would be interested in after that work? After that? Like, not Arknights based, but like Stargazer based? Yeah, I guess not. But hey, what are you gonna do? It's part of being a streamer. Thanks, Vesta, I appreciate it. Oh, what the heck? That looks so much cuter on YouTube. The emojis actually look so much nicer on YouTube. Why is that? That's really cute. Sometimes YouTube has cuter emojis than the regular version. I don't know, it's a cuter bunny. It goes like the regular bunny emoji is just like, is just sort of like flat sideways. That's a cuter bunny. It's just generic messages, but, YouTube makes them cuter. YouTube has cuter versions. They just look nicer, I don't know why. It's kind of weird that all the different companies, they're all like, yeah, we need to have our own version of emojis. Like every emoji, we need our own version of all the different emojis. Why do you think that is? Like, they're just the basic Unicode emojis, but everyone wants their own type, their own style, their own artistic flair version of it. I don't know, is anyone picking systems based on, like, how good the emojis look? I don't understand why that's a thing. Goodness. You've missed nothing at all. I was just, I was wondering why different companies have different emojis. It'd be a hell of a criteria to choose a phone, right? I don't know why. It's just funny to me. I'm like, wow, that bunny emoji is so much cuter than the standard one. Why does YouTube have a cuter one? Like, why did their team decide, like, we need to hire someone to redo all these existing emojis? I don't know, it amuses me. I'm easily amused, what can I say? Wait, let's not have people take shots based on words I say. I'm not aware enough to know what I say too often. So that would not be a good idea. You go into as many Discord servers to grab all the emojis, but then it's exhausting, so you feel like you have to be active in them. That's why you go into servers that are specifically like emoji databases, where no one's expected to be active in them. Then you can freely be inactive and feel like you don't have to feel guilty about using different emojis. You just be like in emoji-specific servers. Nothing wrong with that. The designs themselves are copyrighted? Are they? Goodness is my catchphrase. Oh boy. You're only in 8 servers and have 4 muted, dang. There's some servers that I've left, like really generic servers, like tutorial-based servers, and then I'll be like, where's this emoji that I always use? Oh, it was randomly in this server I left. That's why I kind of made a habit of, like, using most of the emojis, having ones that are in my own server, so then I know that I can't, like, accidentally leave them, because it's my own. That's how we ended up with so many, like, Bugcat and Senko and everything. Why do you think the duck was Subaru for a moment? That's what I need to do. I need to save the Subaru duck emoji. I don't even know where that is. But I have that one saved too, because I love that animation so much. Oh my- Vessa, don't. I probably still say it without realizing it. I imagine I probably still say it without knowing that I'm saying it. I feel like the... Alright, I'm gonna have to make the ears cut into the hat a little bit and just sort of like pretend that they're in the back, because this otherwise this looks really awkward. My ears are not this far away. we go. That just feels a little bit better. I'll make this a little bit rounder. Yeah, okay, that makes such a difference. That makes a very big difference to me. Sentinel piece I never finished in 2023, kind of pointing out what I was saying earlier about being worried about posing. Never finished it, I felt like the pose looked dumb. When I tried drawing the character onto it, I couldn't get it right. There are some poses that are, like, especially hard. Still looks like Palico? What? What do you mean it looks like Palico? Okay, I is not from Power Rangers. Like, yes, it is put into Power Rangers, but that's not where it originates. Let me see here. Work in progress. Oh yeah, that's a really difficult pose. That's a really difficult pose. I know why it was so difficult for you, though. The pose looking humanoid is probably what was distraught. I do like the- yeah, the background's really nice here. I see the issue with the posing. I can see why it would be so difficult. Where does it originate from, Star, if not Power Rangers? Civilization? Humanity? It's existed long before Power Rangers. The only thing I know about Monster Hunter is that Arknights had to collab with it, and Usako plays a lot. There you go. You know, at some point, if you ever want to, I can do, like, Redline on stream stuff, if you're interested. I used to do that in the past. I don't really do it anymore, because I don't really have, like, dedicated streams to it. But if we had, like, moments where people wanted critique, I'm fine, like, on Mondays. Always... Mondays are a really free day. Mondays are really unstructured. I kind of want to make it so that Mondays are unstructured. And if we ever want to just, like, riff off and go on tangents and go off topic and try other things and doodle in other areas, then we can do that. You were gonna suggest it in chat, actually? What do you mean? Like, making an art review? I mean, I used to do them. I used to do paint-overs. I used to do paint-overs a bit. Oh, yeah, redline is when you go over a piece, when you go over somebody else's pieces to sort of, like, correct it. It's a bizarre reference. I think most people remember it from Power Rangers, the video game Civilization. No, not a video game! No, I mean, like, humanity? Like... I'm trying to use generic terms and you guys keep thinking I'm talking about, like, pop culture media. No, redlining is an art term. And III is just a thing within humanity. Mandy's the game published by Paradox. Oh my gosh. Before art was a drafting term. I mean, it's probably interchangeable. It's probably interchangeable with art and drafting, because, I mean, they're both very old. But yeah, anyway, Raoul, if you ever want me to redline a piece of yours on stream, if you're ever comfortable with that, let me know and I'd be happy to. Oh my god. Now you guys are doing it on purpose. Alright. I think I see what you mean when you said Palico now, though. But no, not cat, am fox. Fox that needs to figure out patterns and stuff. And needs to figure out, like, directions of things. There we go. Would not have realized? What? You guys are being extra silly today, and I don't know why. Not our fault, there are two games with names everything and nothing. Of course there is. What made me decide to be a kitsune? I've always been a kitsune. I've existed as a kitsune long before VTubing. We were deprived of you this weekend? It gnaws at your sanity quickly? I'm sorry, I was not... I needed an extra day to just, like, catch up on things, and I'm still not that caught up, to be fair. But I'm trying. I'm trying my best. Is this fully not? What else was I trying to do? This isn't bad for getting everything down, but I need to try to figure out what the next step is here. Is it kind of weird to say that this does sort of remind me of one of Suzerain's skins? Just like the situation. The sort of the more, like, battle-torn, I don't know. It just kind of reminds me of it a little bit. It was buffering a bit, but we think we're good now? Okay, hopefully. Hopefully. The Wasteland skin, yes. It probably won't feel that way once it's colored, but it just kind of gives me that vibe. I don't know why. Reminds you of TOTK. Wow, okay. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're trying to do there. I'm trying to think if it's like... I guess it's okay. If this was more like in a... You know what I'm gonna have to reference in order to get this style right? I'm gonna have to reference, Ponyo. If I'm doing like a semi-Ghibli style, I'm gonna have to reference Ponyo probably. Enjoy giving dogs treats. I hope they enjoy treats. This is yeah, I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna have to reference Ponyo for this, I think. Because it's like the most chibi-ish type of Ghibli film. Still doesn't quite feel right. It feels a little bit awkward, but... The chibi style with San's eyes kind of feels a little bit awkward. I'm trying. I'm trying to make it a little less awkward, but it's not easy. Let me try moving this a little bit, maybe? This is not easy, because I'm sort of just like, you know, trying to make this work live. I didn't plan out any of this beforehand. And I'm just trying to make something that is somewhat, workable. Alright, no worries, Aegis. Is it going to be in the Discord? Probably not today. I'll probably work on trying to clean up the line art, and then we'll work on the coloring next stream. These pieces take a little bit longer. Just, because they're not, like, speed paint work, they're, like, they're gonna be, like, wallpaper that I give to members and stuff. So I try to make it, like, decent quality. I need to get to the point where I am just doing, like, speed paints, but they look good. I think, actually, if I was able to do that, it would actually just make a cooler result. I don't know. I'm still experimenting. I'm still trying to figure out what works best for these. It's all very experimental right now. You'll never change from Wooper wallpaper? That's fine. That's fine. I don't blame you in the slightest. This is mainly, like, because of the cosplay event thing. And then next time we do something like that, I'll think of a different way of going about it. Unless you draw yourself in a Wooper cosplay. Goodness. Your dog's being too clingy? That's because you had the treats. That makes perfect sense, honestly. Different way of going about it? How so? I have no idea, to be honest. I just think I need something more streamlined. I don't know what that is, though. Maybe it would be, like, wallpapers that work better as cool headshots. Maybe it would be, like, a different way of... I don't know. I originally thought that chibi made sense, but I might want to experiment not doing... I really don't know, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing at all. You mean the drawings themselves, not how the contest was run? Yeah. No, you didn't do anything wrong! No. The way the contest went was fine. I'm just trying to figure out what makes the most sense, like, in terms of the drawings, and, like, going forward with all the drawings. Like, if I'm doing monthly stuff, what makes the most sense? The monthly stuff probably will start being more Arknights focused, but I need to figure out what it is going to be, in general. I don't know if chibis make sense, I don't know if emotes make sense, I don't know if wallpapers make sense, I don't know what would be the best there. Dual Thrones, you just got that it was Princess Mononoke. That's what the title is, though! That's the title of the stream! Goof. Silly goof. Earrings don't really work on me, but... Burger art, Starlight, reduce stress, do art? What do you mean? Oh, burger. Yeah, I'm not so good at that, am I? Everything ends up being steak. Yeah, just to clarify, Raoul, Sarah is Dual Thrones in Discord, and you are Aroma. So many people have different names. I try to do my best to remember. To be real, because it's been a while since the contest, I forgot Prince Mononoke place. No, that's understandable, but I tried to write it in the stream title. Yet? Eh? What, no? What, no? What about no? The earrings feel like floppy ears. I don't know how to feel about that. How's the hair look here? Probably needs to be more outward, I guess. You're an artist star? I think all artists get a ninja sneak into their bedroom at night after they get an art degree and inject them with magical virus that makes them compulsively overachieve. Goodness. Stargazers love you so much they don't read the title, they just click and watch? What? Oh. Okay. For the most part, I forgot the difficulty of divergent usernames by vaguely treating the other stargazers as a contingent horde of chaos. Goodness. They're all still individuals. That's why stargazers have individual designs. You know, there's a lot of VTuber mascots that are all just one conglomerate design. Everyone sort of looks the exact same, and I wanted to make stargazers have the ability of individuality, so I at least tried to keep it in mind. I mean, come on, blank is the little mold spore. Oh my gosh, you guys. Also, I mean Moldspore affectionately. That's a joke that Blank themselves said. I'm not trying to be insulting, I swear. It was actually really, really funny. Let me see if I can... Ah! Sometimes fur is one of the hardest things to draw just because of how different it can be on each end. No worries, Purple Onyx. I'm sure Vessa would give you a pass for that. Don't worry at all. Don't worry. They might look different, but underneath they're all the same violent agents of chaos. The only mascots I knew before Stargazers were Pyropups and Ina's mascot. Well, okay, yeah, Ina's mascot. You can't really avoid Ina's mascot, right? Takodachi are kind of like the epitome of good mascot design. Pyropups are a really good design too. I feel bad for them right now. You saw the meme in Starlight Chat, we're all united in enthusiastic support of wholesome art box. Oh my gosh, you guys. Stargazer of the day, here's the key to Illusionari. Now wait a minute. I said that you would excuse them, not reward them. When it comes to names, Deadbeats is unsurpassed. Very true, yes. Very, very, very accurate. Very fair. It's so perfect. It's such a perfect name, honestly. Yeah, absolutely agree with there. Love Cinder's design, shame what happened. I really do, yeah, she had a really, really good design, I agree. I feel worse for the Pyropups. I hope the Pyropups are doing alright. I need to figure out what to do about these earrings at some point. Gosh, I love Callie. I feel like I can't, like, I'm not a good enough fan to call myself a deadbeat, because that's the problem, like, when you're a VTuber, you just don't have enough time to support other VTubers, especially if they're corpo. But if I had to say I had an Oshi, I would definitely say it's Callie. I don't really consider myself a deadbeat because I don't think I'm good enough for that, but I do think that I would say Callie is, my Oshi. Alright, I need to stop fussing over this silly earring thing. I feel like I've seen the name Cinder relatively recently, don't remember the context. Basically, there was, some, I'm just gonna, okay, I understand it's not necessarily all drama, but I'm just gonna say drama for simplicity's sake. Basically, she got into some pretty hot water, with her ex-friends, and it led to a lot of open, public, DMs and controversies and stuff, and now she kind of lost her platform. That's how I'll summarize it. She kind of lost her platform a little bit. She kind of lost her fan base. Oh my gosh. Google talking. So many. So many indeed. You have 2 Oshi? You have Kami Oshi? Star Kami Oshi? Goodness. When you lock in, it's me. When you're XDDing, it's Fillion. Alright. Generally good advice to have a more detached approach even to favorite streamers. You can never really know who people are underneath the mask when we're all wearing them. I mean, that's fair, that's fair. I try to be, like, I try to not hide too much of who I am aside from, like, you know, basic things that any streamer would not divulge. Please don't dox the forest here. But, I mean, you can ask Vesta. I'm not super different in stream. Actually, no. You can basically tell because I'm active in my own Discord. And I'm pretty much the same in the Discord as I am in the stream. Disagree with me? You're deadbeat in your own way. You mention about her, talk about her. Just a small act is good enough of being a deadbeat. Alright, fair enough. This is why you only like or watch streamers who you're already friends with. What do you mean the game codes are contagious? What does that mean? You're slightly fussier off stream, but that might just be a me thing. What does this do? Why is this line in the opposite? Why is this going in the opposite direction? Someone told me about the thing. I observed there are times where it feels like the friends in the online space are all building archives of documents to attack their friends if they ever show weakness or make a serious mistake. It's kind of crazy, honestly. Like, I was talking to a mentor that I have, and he was basically like, yeah, all these people who are like, oh, this, I can't believe what this person did. He's like, they would all do it as well. Like, they're not innocent. And I'm like, that's kind of insane. Because, yeah, it does seem kind of insane that there's so many people who just, like, automatically have all this information on everyone else. But I don't know. I mean, when you're at that level, when the whole thing is, like, built around this group, I guess? I don't really know. It seems pretty volatile. But I don't really know anything about that kind of stuff. That seems like a problem for when you're, like, humongoid. That's the thing, right? Like, I never feel the necessity to become, like, humongoid like that. I just want to be, I just want to be stable. I think if you get to that level, then it just, that's just scary. Dramatic little monkeys. It's unfortunate people are aggressive against each other. Something else we call VTubing space of community when it should be called an industry. Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah, I agree with that. I think community makes a lot of people feel calm because it's like, oh, I have, like, my people that I can relate to, but, the only thing that is relatable is kind of more so the medium, so everyone is really, really different. Guess you're lucky with a few friends you have on the internet. Yeah. I think the thing is that, like, when it comes to friend stuff like that, it's when you get, like, huge that people start getting, like, jealous to a really, really bad degree. And then if you have the kind of personality where you would act on your jealousy, then that's when it's a problem. Like, I still think, like, people can be jealous of others. But it's a matter of, do you act upon the jealousy, right? Are you sabotaging? Are you actively going after people? Because it's a big problem if you're actually going after people. Because from what I understood, that was basically it. It was basically just really bad jealousy. Which is sad, because she didn't really know what she had, and then she kind of lost it all. VTubing's more comparable to something like anime now than some community. Yeah, I would agree. I would say so. I would agree. Especially when there's, like, so many VTubers that I just cannot relate to at all, right? Like, there's some VTubers whose entire use of the medium is to make fun of the medium. Like, there's some where I just, like, I don't agree with all VTubers, right? Because we're not one big monolith, we all have our different ideas about things. Like, I know that the way that I approach VTubing, some people probably hate. And that's okay, because everyone's different. I had to deal with one of my coworkers in a game I worked on, basically going on a huge rant against me. I was, wanted him gone for making your life a bit of a living hell. Oof, that doesn't sound good. You ended exploding, told your boss that if something wasn't done, you'd leave the community and take everything you contributed out of the game. Dang. Yeah, that doesn't sound... That sounds hard to deal with. Being jealous is pretty natural, I think. Something neither to be ashamed of nor governed by. I agree. But you also don't want to turn it into actions against people, right? Like, I will fully admit, I can be very, very jealous of different artists, right? Especially the really, really talented ones who write on their bios that they're, like, 14 or something. I'm like, what, how is this a thing? But, you know, it's what you would do with that, right? Like, I'm not gonna go up to a 14-year-old and be like, oh my gosh, you know, oh, you're so terrible, people should look at my art and set. Like, that would just be awful. But there are people who would do stuff like that, I suppose. So it's really what you do with the information, you know? It's what you do with your feelings and how you act on them. And, you know, telling an artist to not work with your friends is not one of them. Imagine having to deal with someone who criticizes everything you are and make while they contribute nothing to the game and they're paid the same. Oof, that sounds hard to deal with. I'm sorry about that. You had to deal with that since 2021. Enough was enough. I can understand that. Yeah, you know, if you need to, like, leave a situation like that because it's impacting your own work, then that's very understandable. Obviously, the guy's a massive hypocrite too. Frankly, I don't care. It's all in the past now. Yeah, being able to move on is good too. Being able to, like, not have that hanging over your head, right? Thing is, for some people, the idea of sabotaging others instead of improving yourself seems like a better path for questionable reasons. I'm guessing it's because they find it easier. Like, in their mind, one thing is more so guaranteed, and the other is more so out of their control. It's kind of freaky to think about. I also think it's a bad idea to be a different person online at work, etc. than you are IRL. I only follow people who are creators that'd be cool consorting with IRL. Yeah, I can understand that. You don't want anyone who's, like, super fake. The thing is, like, if you guys are like, have any, concerns with me, like, oh, is she being fake on stream? Is she being fake online? Guys, I can't. Like, I don't have the ability to. I genuinely, I have no way of being fake online. Like, it's just not something I'm really able to do. I can't be fake, and I also can't tell when other people are being fake. I'll put it that way. Only Vessa knows. I don't know what that means, blank. The answer is just ask Vessa. I mean, I think Vessa said before, like, oh yeah, she's just fussy off stream. Can I explain the star crimes? No, because you guys write them down faster than I can comprehend them. It means human? Are the humans? Are the humans wolf? Oh, okay. I did see the word wolf in there, so I was like, wait. I was a little confused. Man is wolf unto man. Oh, okay, okay. Yikes, I see. You know, that's another thing that I also get sometimes, is they're like, you know, how can you be a fox if you don't have, like, you know, tricky cunningness of fox? And I'm like, that's a bad stereotype. Fun fact about my name, Raul basically means wolf's counselor or something like that. That's really cool. I didn't know that, actually. That's really cool. Slight differences, just like anyone who streams puts on a bit of a mask or air about them. Star's probably the closest to being the same on stream and in private, to be honest. I think everyone sort of has, like, a stream voice, right? Like, right? Because, like, streamers are entertainers, so every streamer is going to have, like, a different way of speaking in the same way that anyone you talk to on the phone is going to sound differently. Also, by the way, it's thundering here. If it disappears, that's why. Oh, alright. Be careful of the thunder. Be careful of storms and such. Finnegan? Aw. At the end of the day, all VTubers are human behind them. We all make mistakes, have both good and bad, trauma, etc. As a viewer, just don't look at them as God or perfect being. I would be nervous if people were looking at anyone as a perfect being, VTuber or not, right? Your mom sounds different when she talks on the phone than in person, even if it's someone she knows in person. Exactly. Like, I don't think people can really help that, right? What am I doing with this tail? I don't know what I'm doing here. What have I even been doing for the past 10 minutes? Have I just been, like, going over the same lines over and over and over? What am I even doing here? Goodness. Anyone who's been on TV or radio understands just an extra layer of professionalism you have to put on. Yeah, I think that's a good way of saying it, actually. I don't know if this is, like, the right thing to... Because Vessa was saying, like, oh, you know, she's probably, like, just, like, fussier off-stream. I think the, like... Vessa could probably agree with me on this. But I think the best way to think about it is, like, my personality and Vessa's personality is, like... Have you guys seen Free Ren? Have you guys seen Free Ren? You've read it? Okay, that works, I suppose. No, but you really should. I highly recommend it. So basically, like, Fern and Free Ren is, like, identical to Vessa and I pretty much, to a T. I don't think there is a Stark really, but... The fact I'm Zero asked who Stark was implies you knew exactly who you were going to compare us to. I don't know if there's Stark. I'm not really sure. If you guys haven't seen it though, regardless of this, of the discussion I'm making, you really should just in general because it's a phenomenally done anime. Phenomenally done. Other way around, Sarah, Dual Thrones. So that's kind of ironic, right? Because I'm going to be, like, drawing myself as Free Ren because that's what the polls dictated, but truthfully, I'm a lot more like Fern. And it's funny because it even comes down to the, food choices. Do you guys not only the story amazing, music is lovely too? Very much, yes. Oh my gosh, I love the music so much. I really love, you know, Celtic medieval type music, and they, it's so good. I really recommend it. Please listen to Siam Zero, it's so good. Also, it's not generic in the slightest, which is such a breath of fresh air. I've always been deterred from watching it because of the premise. I can understand that because I was hesitant too. Because when I heard the premise, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to handle this. It just sounds like it's sad and depressing. I don't want to deal with that. It's not something I really want to get into, blah blah blah. But I promise they do it in such a good way. They do it in such an appropriate way. It's treated with such grace. And yeah, like, it is a sad concept, but it's not like, they don't dwell on the sadness too much. there are emotional moments, I won't lie about that. But for what you get from it, it's worth it. Yeah, I agree with that. It's less sad and depressing, more somber and beautiful. I go through enough pain and heartbreak contemplating life after losing people who I valued. Want to watch an anime about the same thing. I can understand that. If it's not for you, then that's totally fine. I wouldn't force anyone to watch it because I know that the themes can be upsetting to some people. But there are so many elements of it that also is not that. I mean, it's kind of like, it's always sort of like a main motif. So I understand if it's not something you want to deal with. But I think that they do a lot outside of that as well. That is really, really good. But again, I would never force anyone to watch it, so if it's not your cup of tea, no worries. Main thing that deters me is you can't take the names seriously. They're all just... Okay, yeah, if you know German, I can understand that. I love it because the reason I love any show or story, character writing, good character make any story, any genre absolutely sing. Yeah, very true. There's a lot of things that have, like, really great... I'm not very well versed in good writing, admittedly. But there's enough things that can be like, okay, I didn't think I'd have interest in this, but I actually do. But Free Ren's definitely a master for character writing, absolutely. I'm scary when I'm angry. I do not get angry that often. If you see me angry, like, in stream or in a Discord, it's usually because it's stuff that I've repeated in the past that isn't being followed. That's been, like, 90% of the time that I think that I've been angry, on stream or in Discord or something. It's usually, it's like 99% of the time something where I've expressed something previously and it just isn't being followed. I do feel stories like that help you contemplate on heavy subjects without being thrown into cold water at first with the real life stuff. Yeah, I can understand that. There are some moments in the story that was like, okay, you know, I can see this being hard, but it does make it, like, it does kind of give some sort of, like, kindness to the situation, I suppose. But again, I won't dwell on it if it's something that people don't want to deal with. Spoilers being dropped? I don't think there's... Wait. I don't think anyone has spoilers, right? Oh, if I... Yeah. No, you guys are just seeing the top of the iceberg sticking out of the water. I mean, yeah, the few times I've gotten angry with that kind of stuff is when it's, like, very, very blatant and very, very discussed. It's usually, like, again, it's usually stuff where it's, like, been very, very discussed previously. I will never get angry at someone for, like, a first-time offense thing, you know? Like, if someone who is not in the community is, like, posting spoilers, I'll be like, oh my gosh, no, please don't do that. I don't appreciate that here, blah, blah, blah. But if it's someone who's, like, very aware of it, then it's like, okay, you're supposed to know better. You know? That kind of thing. You know what anime I watched that absolutely shocked me? Reincarnated as a Sword. I didn't imagine it was gonna be anything special. And then it became Dad Takes His Daughter Adventuring. Oh, that's really cute. Sometimes literal years of people breaking rules are causing problems. Yeah. I mean, generally, if you see me getting mad about something, it's gonna be, like, someone who's very, very familiar with what the rules are, and just aren't following it. For what it's worth, it's definitely not a depressing show to me. It uses tragedy to contrast against beauty of love and life. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. She says not a lot of things get her angry. I feel like Vessa being zany and the stargazers joining in gets Star a little smoldering. I think there's like... I think there's different levels of angry where it's like... I don't know how to describe it. There's like slice of life anime level angry, and then there's like you're straight up breaking the rules angry, you know? Do not try to use this as an excuse. But hopefully that makes sense. Trying to be a good mentat for Duke Starlight. Jeez. And stop problems where they get to her. Sometimes I have to step aside and let her open up a can of whoop. There's only so many times that you can repeat the same thing to people, you know? One thing that drives me up a wall is when people spoiler get called out and then double down, saying, well, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, yeah. Because that's the thing, right? Like, then you're knowingly and actively doing something against what someone said. And at that point, here's the difference. MG, here's how I think about that. At that point, it's not about the spoiling, it's about someone's moral compass. Because when someone's like doubling down and saying, well, it's not that big of a deal, now it no longer becomes about whatever's being spoiled. Now it's about the person's attitude. And then the situation becomes like a completely different situation. That's why, like, if anyone ever is getting, like, straight out banned and stays banned, it's usually an attitude thing, right? But we've had people in here who have, like, accidentally spoiled and then they didn't know. And, then they've been, like, you know, unmuted or unbanned once they're like, oh, okay, I understand that that wasn't the right thing to do. So it's really an attitude thing. It's a moral thing. And that's not a spoiler-specific thing. That's just like, you know, how well do you respect any community's rules that you're in? If your attitude to anything, spoiler or not, is just, well, who cares? This isn't a big deal. Like, okay, well, then this clearly is not the place for you. So then it just becomes more based on, like, your morals. There's angry, and then there's the exasperated feeling of, I guess this is my life now. Stargazer and Vesta antics tend to fall into the second category, yeah. I need a breakdown of what slice of life angry is. I don't know if I can give a breakdown. The funniest moment I've seen on stream live is you pulling Reed and instantly going, don't ever use this as a way to force me to gamble. I drifted here during a star rant. Very good. No! You should not want to rant. I don't rant. I try to not rant too often. I sometimes rant, but I try not to rant too often. I'm just trying to explain a thing. I'm just trying to explain a thing so that things are not confusing to people during things. You know? Slice of life angry as the situation calls for being angry, so I will to keep the conversation flowing. Goodness. Judging infractions from a severity 1 to 10, I will let go of someone doing a 7 if they genuinely apologize. We'll ban someone doing a level 3 rule break if they have a terrible attitude. And that's fair, honestly. I say this not just as Stars mod, but for my own community and others I mod for as well. Yeah, that really is it, right? It's really about the attitude. I don't know, some people find it really difficult to be just civil. I don't know why. Why am I trying to clean up line art in this stage? What is wrong with me? Why am I doing this right now? Why am I trying to clean up line art? This is not the clean up line art time. This is still like trying to figure out the base drawing time. What is wrong with me? I'm turning this into a steak already. Goodness. Did you go on autopilot for the past hour? Kinda. But that's okay. I mean, like, I'm fine with just having yappy streams, right? I mean, this is basically just... This is essentially just Arium with visuals. This is essentially just Arium with visuals and the ability to pull up visuals. And honestly, I'm fine with that. Not every stream has to be productive. It can just be, like, just chill, relax, don't feel like everything has to be finished. Hanging out with you guys. Like, that's really what I want these to be, you know? We've successfully confused her. You guys realize that you're pretty good at doing that, right? You realize that's probably, like, the general Stargazer ability. Screw it, our review of Chris Chan's art stream, shortest stream in Starlight's streaming career. Oh dear. You get distracted and revert to Star Instinct, clean line art, perfect line art, make burger into steak. It's not good, I shouldn't do that, but it does end up happening. Here's the thing though, like, if I start, like, if I start really getting into cleaning line art, my face just gets, like, closer and closer to the screen, and then that's not useful. So I tend to not do line art on stream, honestly, when I can help it. We have abilities, why did no one tell me? MG, why do you think that there has been so much destruction? Stargazers have many abilities. Like how Magikarp can only use Splash, Stargazers can only use Confuse Ray. This pixel is made of pixel. Oh. Oh my gosh. I mean, am I at that point? Not at that point yet. Many abilities some would consider unnatural. I mean, you literally float, so... I'm sorry, I can't get over Raoul's comment. The pixel is made of pixel. You literally float, says Lady with Wings. What? But that's different though, because we're talking about Stargazers, not Kitsune. We're talking about confused Stargazers at that. So yes. Or is it confused Kitsune? Now I'm confused. Again. No, but like, okay. Most stargazers can't float, but that's kind of specific to blank. Blank just kind of floats. The difference is that blank floats. So that makes blank, like, a little bit more unusual. Most stargazers do not fly. Blank doesn't fly, just kind of floats. Kind of messes with gravity a bit. Aroma can float with bubbles. Do I float too? I mean, now I'm imagining like a Squirtle using water gun and then just like floating on those bubbles. Is there a Pokemon that can do that? It's more of a hovering. Serious question. I know we still have this month in August. When do you think the September waitlist is open for commissions? Just an estimate of things. I'm kind of writing down, I'm writing down people's names as they come for, July, August, September, October. No, June, July. We're out of June now. I'm really behind. I'm trying to catch up. I'm really hoping that after I finish this current commission that I'm on, that I'm gonna be able to do some of the really large ones for July. And then I have, some of those July ones are probably going to have to be pushed to August. And then I have 2 very large ones for September, October. And, I know Sierra was covered for one of those. I don't know. So when will it be open? It's not really a matter of being open, it's kind of just a matter of being on the list so that I'm aware that you exist. It's not floating, it's sinking with style. It's mostly like, I'm trying to get to everybody who reaches out, but I try to not have a list that goes out too far. So if you guys are ever, like, wondering where I'm at, if you go to the, About Me section in the Discord, the, I think the channel's just about Starlight, right? Also, I think do I still have the thing of Irium on there? I need to go back and edit that channel, I think. There's an About Starlight channel, and there's a link to Trello, and Trello, is updated as often as I can keep it updated, and I usually say what date I have it last updated, and Trello is where you can see who's currently on the list, so that if you're already on there, you can see that I've either, like, written down your name somewhere, or I'm getting to your spot, or, you know. Thank you, Vessa, that helps. So on the one hand, I'm, like, very grateful that I haven't really had to, quote-unquote, like, officially open slots recently. But on the other hand, I'm also very behind and need to get to the point where I could get to the point where I can open slots again. Because I don't like making people wait too long. Vessa's in the walls ready with relevant links. Oh, do I have your sketch on there still? Goodness. So to be blunt, are you becoming more of a first-come, first-serve artist if people speak to you directly by chance? It sounds like regular clients get the priority, sort of. I don't know at this point. I'm trying to make everyone happy, but maybe I don't really know the best way to do it yet. Might depend on the size of the commission too. That's true, yeah. 100%. If it's smaller, and I think I even say that on the Trello. I think I even write on the Trello that smaller pieces might be done out of order. Because when you guys do commissions, like if you haven't done commissions before, there's sometimes where there's pieces that take multiple weeks, and then there's sometimes where the piece can be done in like an afternoon or two. And sometimes you just need to do the pieces that can take an afternoon or two so that you can sort of have like a win, and then you can just have like a little bit more motivation for when you have to do the larger pieces, you know what I mean? So lately, I've actually been doing a lot of larger pieces and not so many small ones. Actually, yeah, let me think. The last 3 pieces I've done were a full character reference sheet, where I was designing the character from scratch, a full painting with multiple characters, and a full character reference sheet where I was designing the character from scratch. And I think it came with a gacha art piece, as part of it. So my last 3 pieces were all really, really, really huge pieces. And the one before that, I think, was also another reference where I designed the character from scratch. So, yeah, I think after this piece that I'm on, that I'm hoping is gonna be done in the next day or 2, because I've been working on it for... Well, this actually, if I'm being honest, this is my last piece that was all the way from 2024. That's not normal. There's a lot of reasons that happened, and the client's been extremely understanding of that. Once that piece is done, everything that was supposed to be June, July will basically be July. And I won't be like 6 months behind, I'll be like 1 month. So that's a lot better. And if I can get that done in the next day or 2, that'll be good. And if I can take on some smaller pieces that will help me mentally, that'll be good. So I know I have 2 people that I've spoken to before. And I don't think I've, like, I don't think I've confirmed necessarily, but I know that there's two people on the wait list who have expressed interest in being notified, when their turn is up. So I actually need to reach out and make sure that those are still happening. What you're saying is people need to order more Bakadoodles? No, not necessarily. I actually really do enjoy doing the larger pieces. I just, I need to find a better rhythm, really. Part of that rhythm is discovering an art style that I can repeat consistently that I'm happy with, quality-wise. Just as a question, do you do character sketches for D&D? I have 2 people reaching out about D&D related stuff, actually. I'm guilty of charging for the big art piece. Sorry to make you too busy from working on other stuff. Try to hold off on sharing the crazy ideas. No, it's okay. It's alright. But yeah, I mean, I am, I'm getting to the point where I need to balance the client work, because the client work is where I'm, like, you know, trying to stay afloat. And then also trying to balance experimenting with art styles that I really want to work on developing. So my hope is that I can also work on the art styles I want to develop over time too. And which will hopefully speed up the larger pieces. It all goes hand in hand. I'll try to commission you for a full piece before the end of the year, by the way. I appreciate that. But yeah, don't worry, guys. I don't want anyone to feel, like, pressured for any of this. What if I commissioned a Bakadoodle of you as, like, the Hamburglar for Star Crimes Against Wendy's? What? No, I won't. You can't commission me to you can't commission me to paint me doing a crime. Watch the ceiling, an Artemis-shaped creature might come crashing through. Oh. But, yeah. I think my main thing is I really like doing the larger pieces because these are the types that, it is what, like, freelance, for game studios would eventually want, right? So those are good for portfolio, but I need to do them in a way that is, like... I don't know, I really need to study the style of what a game studio wants, because my goal is to be able to work at the quality level of, well, a game studio freelancer, frankly. Imagine paying the defendants to make evidence against themselves. Star, you could do it in the style of a court sketch. The heck? I will say, I like doing the single character pieces too, because, I don't really get a lot of opportunity to do single character pieces. I think I actually spoke about that, in a previous stream, where I was like, yeah, most of the stuff that I get commissioned for is, like, really specific, and I don't get enough, I don't get enough examples where I'm just, like, doing a generic, like, half body of a cool-looking character. The few times I was able to do that was, like, yeah, the Monarch piece, and a few times where I did some Hololive fan art. I don't get to do it that much. Which is ironic, because that's usually what most people draw. You think I would fall for making a sketch of defaming myself? How much faith do you have in me? Alright, have a good rest of your day, Dual Thrones. Thank you for stopping in. I do appreciate it. Wishing you the best with all the things. We do need more expressionist, sketch-like character portraits in games. Disco Elysium has left me wanting. They can look cool if you do it right. I've seen some character sketches that look really good on, what do they call it? Shikishi? I tried doing Shikishi style at one point. Favorite is the one you did for Doki Bird? That was a fun one. I don't even really remember how I did that one. I think that's still using the old style though, and I really want to evolve the style. My goal is to basically be able to do a style like, that's probably too... It's probably too obscure, but like... I mean, it's very similar to a lot of the Arknight styles, but, very painterly, yet the line art is really clean. That's my goal. And I'm not at the part where the line art is clean yet. It's a shame you didn't win the Doki Bird contest, but the fact you placed high enough to be in the video was awesome. What do you mean in the video? I don't recall a video, I just recall a, whatchamacallit. I wasn't in a video, I was in a printout PDF of like the top 150 maybe? And I was closer to 150? There was a video? I didn't see a video. Wait, I know you're not pulling my leg. When was there a video? She went over the runner-ups briefly and you were in it? Wait, when was this? Well, I shouldn't... No, yeah, when was this? Kaku timestamped it and sent it to you in the... Am I just, like, not remembering something? I'm going to have to look that up. I was not aware of a video. I just remember there being a PDF. I was not aware of this. I feel a little silly now, of course, but I genuinely was not aware of this. Did I comment on it? Am I just stupid? Did I miss that? I'll have to look into that later, I guess. I'm probably just forgetting something that I shouldn't be forgetting. I don't mean to... I feel a little bit silly now. Let me post it in a DM to you or on the server somewhere. You found the link? What? Did I see this? Vesta, did I at least comment on it? Am I just this clueless? I don't know, Kaku DM'd it to- oh. Okay then. I'm confused. Might just be forgetting about it? Maybe. Maybe it was really brief? I don't know. Like you said, it was probably really, really brief. Truly an AK streamer if I'm forgetting stuff. Ah! Goodness. Hang on. Let me just feel like- let me make myself feel like I actually did enough today. Let me just at least draft in where the background was supposed to go. Because I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Truly zero sanity here. Means chat was productive. Yeah, I mean, it is good to be able to, like, chit-chat with you guys, right? I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, with these things, with these kind of streams, I'm okay if it's not the most productive in the world, because these are just, like I was saying earlier, these are just loose streams, these are just silly fun, these are basically just... These streams are essentially just Irium, really. This isn't like, guys, I need to lock in and get this work done. This is like, no. This is just chill chat. Maybe get work done, maybe not get work done. But if it turns into just chatting, then that's okay with me too. I don't have many streams where I lock in doing work, truthfully. I have sometimes, commissioners are like, oh, are you gonna do my commission on stream? And it's like, if you're okay with me being distracted constantly, otherwise I'll lock in off stream. But it's really up to you. I'm good at yapping. I can't imagine you being unable to yap prior to Irium. I don't know. I think that Irium definitely helped the ability of yapping, especially when I don't have topics. I think that's usually what most people struggle with, right? Is like, if you run out of topics to talk about, then the yapping gets harder. And I know that a lot of streamers struggle with that aspect of it. So Irium does help with that. But 90% of the time, when I was yapping before Arium, it was basically just about whatever the thing is that I was painting. There's two kinds of people, those who have no idea what they're doing and those in denial. It's weird, because, like, you don't really notice that something like Arium is helping you. Unless you go back and look at your old streams and cringe. And you're like, oh my gosh, why are you not saying anything? Why are you being silent? Why are you being so stupid? And there are some times where I do still have, like, more quiet moments, but it really depends. Alright, something like this maybe? And then there's, like, bushes here. Hopefully I'll know what all these strange little blobs are by the end. Something like that, and then we'll have, like, grass. I'll try to learn how to do Ghibli-style ground covering. And then the idea is that no matter what happens, it should be enough covering so that if someone has a different sized phone and such, then it still reaches to the edges. And that's why I do the two sizes thing here. But yeah. I was rewatching some of the old streams or videos and they were nice, particularly the Silvervale ones. Oh, like breaking down her reference sheet? I like Silvervale, but I felt like her reference sheet was a little bit confusing. And also the one where I was talking about, like, her species, right? Which is something I've mentioned with Arknights, is like, oh, I really like how you can identify the species easier, and then with Silvervale, it's like, why does everyone call her a fox? Looking ahead to 2023 one in which you jump scared me with a furry model. You asked, why I chose to be a kitsune, and I meant it when I said I've always been a kitsune. What I chose was to take on a humanoid form. I was not really concentrating on your drawing for an hour, I have to say. The Chibi Ghibli style is super adorable. Oh, I'm glad. I think maybe we'll be able to make it work out. It might take some tweaking, but hopefully we'll be able to make it work out. I think what I want to try doing, both with this and the, Rachel Alucard piece, is I want to get to the point where I just clean up the sketch, so that when we go to streaming it next, I can just go in with coloring, or rendering, or something, and then we're, like, ready to go with it. And then, because I told you guys, I don't like doing line art on stream. If I ever do line art on stream, I'll probably switch to, like, a PNG, so I'm not constantly freezing. Cause yeah, my face does just get closer and closer, and I do see that the pixel is pixel. Maybe I'll do something different from that, I don't know yet. But yeah, you still don't know if she's a wolf or a fox? She is a wolf! Silvervale is a wolf! The poor girl, she's a wolf. Line art also makes you nervous. You have really nice line art. You have a really cool style with line art. But yeah, line art is something I want to eventually learn to work on. Someday I'll do a study stream with line art, and I'll have, like, my PNG reactive up, and then I won't have to worry about it. I want to make new PNGs at some point, too. I want to make so many new things, it's not even funny. I just want to, like, I want to remake my overlays. I want to remake the PNG, I want to make some news things, I have so many ideas. You never felt that nervous with line art? I always do. I always feel like I don't have the line art quality that I want. Like, I want to learn how to do the really thin, crisp line art, And my line art is always just oil painty, paint-overy, and I want to change it. I don't want it to be like cell shading fully Ghibli style, but I do want it to be like very crisp, even if it gets painted over a little. I think you still need to make a map too. I do. I have to add that to the list too. I hope the person who requests the map is okay with the fact that I'm very behind on that map. Most people tell me my line art's really smooth. If you have a good hand for line art, that's a really good thing. But anyway, with all this being said, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to try to see what I can do for line arting. Of course, commissions do take priority, so if I don't get these things done, then I might just keep switching around the schedule until I can get this done. But yeah, and tomorrow, we are going to go back to Arknights Chapter 5, see how that goes. We're gonna see how we're gonna deal with that. And yeah, and then, during the event thing, we'll probably be doing the outfit review, or outfit checkout, reactions, I don't know what we're calling it. We'll see how it all goes. But yeah. Thanks for the stream, Headless Chicken. Oh my gosh! I'm sure they understand you're busy and wouldn't mind if you need to get other stuff done. I'm glad to hear. I'm very, very, very glad to hear that they would be understanding. I thought we were gonna draw the bear on Thursday. I did too! I did too! Hello, Neo. I'm sorry. I'm just wrapping up right now. I apologize. I'm sorry for the mismeet in time, but I hope you're having a good day. I'm going to, also, thank you, Neo. I appreciate it. I'm gonna wrap up here, but again, Neo, thank you for stopping in and saying hello. I'm sorry the time is a little off, but I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you're having a good day. But yes, with that, we'll sign off here. I wish you all the best, wherever you may be in the world or the many worlds beyond, whatever time it is for you. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night. And thank you so much, Stargazers, and I wish you all the best.